piece of the video cut off. And then I just like put the cards away, and I was like, you know what? I went back and listened to the first portion. There's been like weird, interference trying to stop this message today. Like I've tried to do this a number of times. So I just stopped and thought about it, and I was like, you know what? No, like Spirit said it was an important message, and like, so I'll continue from where we left off. The more that you embrace yourself, what I'm picking up, the more that you embrace your vitality, your physical possibilities, the possibilities of what abundance you can actually have in your life, and you've earned this, so it's really just a matter of acceptance at this point. The more you do that, it's like the more the world's gonna open up to you, and this would be the aspects of the world that can actually see your brilliance and like truly celebrate it, you know what I mean, from a heart aligned level, where there isn't like this predatory aspect to it. You're going to be safeguarded from like kind of the predatory folks, because I mean you've been dealing with them for most of your life so far. So at this point, like you've passed a number of, you passed through a number of challenges. Spirit prefer I say divine challenges rather than divine tests, because it really wasn't supposed to go this far as it did. But now that it has, things can be really, really easy for you in terms of you enjoying like your God-given gifts and like the skills that you've worked hard to build, you know what I'm saying, or build upon. And the ancestors are like insisting that you be blessed. So it's happening, I'm sure you can feel it happening. Yes, it's really happening. And like even for like I had to, because I've been getting, similar messages that Spirit's been talking to me about my path, and I'm the aspects of me that have been so used to being put upon and living hashtag disempowered empath life. It was really hard for me to wrap my mind around the concept of being treated fairly. Isn't that crazy? Like being treated fairly was like this, it's like it became this concept, like really, like that can happen to me? Not trying to be dramatic in any way, but those who get it, like those you're tuning in, like you get it, like, right? It has been that bad, at times, and not bad meaning good though. Props to MF Doom, resting in peace in paradise. Now it's about trusting life. We really are protected. We really are like surrounded with love, and your vitality is going to be added to. I feel like you have been healed throughout your life when you've needed it. This healing, it's almost like it's intentionally, in a way, set up in a way to ensure that like this is divine, that this is like, this is not just some mind trick. You know what I'm saying? Like you really can dream freely and grow and enjoy what is meant for you, and you really do deserve it. That's the other thing, really. So I feel like that's the part, like when we've dealt with abuse and just traumas that are just crazy, it can take time to really know, like, wow, like we're sure, like I really do deserve these rewards. Yep. Isn't that crazy? Like they had to work on us this much just for us to admit to ourselves, to remember that we deserve these rewards, that we've worked for them. So some of you need like rest, and I'm only gonna pull a few, so it's like only a few. I just felt like since this ended up being like a part 2. Ha, nice. Okay. Angelic radiance, divine clearing. This is in process. You can call upon Archangel Michael. Those of you who end up getting the charms cards, or the charms deck and cards rather, or any of the charms, decks and cards that come out, because there are more coming. You can actually ask Archangel Michael to attune this card to angelic radiance, as a vibration, that where you can hold your radiance, so that when you go into meditations, you can meditate with this card basically. So there is that feature that's available, and this will help you to clear, but it's going to be like coming through your aura that way, so that you don't have to keep feeling like you have to keep shrinking into yourself or becoming smaller. This is helping you to expand out and get in touch with your radiance. And this has been coming through for a couple of years, the divine talking about radiance. And single use magic wand, clarity of will. Your team's going to be helping you with your mental focus. That's what's going to be happening. This is Kiss Forever too, where I had ended up putting them originally. So there's a lot of secret blessing going on here between you and your divine partner. I think it's still going to be cryptic and mysterious to some extent, but the more you learn to focus upon what you want, you'll have the time to kind of like reflect and whatnot before fully deciding. And that's what this is trying to say, is like this way you'll be able to really focus your will, as if you bought a single-use magic wand from a magic shop, and you really have to take time to decide what is your will going to go towards with this wand, because it's single use, right? It's that type of thing where like you want to see something through from start to finish. It requires mental focus. And this is like over the next 5 to 6 months at minimum what your spiritual family, spirit team is going to be working on with you. And the Teasing Me card, Ecstatic, this is the soul card from the last spread. Well, from the spread that this is a continuation of. Let me just make sure this is still recording. It is. Rooted is the shared supportive frequency of this card. And with Ecstatic being the higher frequency, I really feel like this is a higher angelic reference is what I'm being given. You're learning why the roots are so important to the tree and the bloom, or the fruit. And how you want to take care of your baseline interests with care and diligence, so that your support structure it's stable, it's hydrated, it's viable. Tending to your foundation. Your foundation is vital to the life and duration of anything you build upon it. So that's coming to mind, and it's like you have. Maybe you were nitpicking yourself and you didn't think you were doing it well enough. You were constantly being sabotaged. So now you're going to get to see what I'm picking up, like how well a stable foundation holds up. And that when you're in heart alignment, anything that looks like an interruption or a delay can be a blessing. You know what I'm saying? Because moving forward, any interruptions or delays, that's what they are. That's what I'm being given. They're blessings. So it might be something that's coming in to make sure you don't go too far off in a direction that in the long run wouldn't be good for you. And this is where you can seek counsel. You know, you call on your angels, you can ask for clarity and that sort of thing, and it will be provided. You'll get your signs and synchronicities just like any other time. But moving forward, like, your trajectory is star line. Like, you are assured success. You know what I'm saying? So used to it. So teasing me when I'm picking up as a soul card is like, that's what it's been. You've dealt with a lot of that throughout your life, like feeling teased by the prospect of, oh, I can have this if I work hard for it. I can, my relationship can be, you know, relatively healthy as long as I do the right thing. You've done the right thing a lot along the way. Not to say you haven't made mistakes. You know, one would say, you know, that we all kind of, you know what I mean? Like, it's how you learn and grow. But it's like you would redeem yourself or seek to right the situation or confess that, you know, I've made an error here or what have you, and seek to make amends. So you were expecting the same of other people. That's not how it works down here all the time, is what Spirit is saying. So now you're going to get used to being special without feeling like there's something wrong with you for being special. And while we're on the subject, Spirit is saying, like, there's nothing wrong with being special. When new variations are introduced to an equation at any given time, it's the road to expansion. It offers possibility. It's not always well received initially. But, you know, its viability is proven. You know, can it stand the test of time while it's being kind of looked at and turned around, and, you know, people are still adjusting, you know what I'm saying, to what's new, to something they don't understand. And eventually they come to understand in one way or another. So don't worry about other people's judgments. Don't worry about the judgments of the ignorant who don't know. Your divine team does know. And you're covered, you know, you're supported with angelic fortitude, I'm being told, and you're covered in angelic light. You're going to be fine. And your divine partner misses you on a deep heart level. And they're going to do what they must to ensure your alignments are as harmonious as possible. So, you know, there's a lot of blessing energy for your unions, a lot of ancestral blessing energy, a lot of time that you've won to be together even. So it's coming together, even if sometimes it seems like it's slowly. But as the alignments come into like a firmer positioning, you'll begin to see how this just flows, so you can be in touch with the natural rhythms of your sacred union energies with your divine partner, while the two of you are still able to grow and be individuals. So enjoy, Spirit is saying. We will close out there. Thank you for tuning in. I apologize, it was a little bit messy. There's been a lot of nonsense that was trying to interfere, and I was just like, look, y'all, I was ready to hang it up. Like, this is not the first time I've tried to record this video. And then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna keep going because Spirit said this was important. Oh, we have cards flying out. Divine nectar and cuffing you. Spirit said in the next episode. So, all right. So, sublime energy flow in your future, and we're leaving it there for you and your partner. Sacred claim. And we're leaving it there. We're really leaving it there, Spirit says. All right, y'all. Thank you for tuning in. And you can visit kissoracle.com for more fun stuff, or if you're looking to acquire the deck, or the charms decks and charms decks and sets like the kiss sticks and all of that fun stuff. There's a lot of fun stuff. This is a paper kiss board, but there's a folding kiss board coming soon. There's more stuff coming, so you can check on it. I'll be announcing the releases on site, and I'll try to remember to also release it on any streaming platforms that we syndicate the show on. All right, y'all. Peace.